All right, today we're jumping into a really fascinating theory from the brilliant Italian thinker Umberto Eco. And trust me, it's one of those ideas that might just change how you see, well, pretty much everything.
So let's start with a little puzzle. What on earth could possibly connect a plume of smoke, a quick wink, and a $20 bill? I mean, they seem totally random, right? But for Igor, they all share one single, absolutely crucial thing.
And there it is. The big secret is that they can all be used to lie. Now, this isn't just some clever riddle. Eco argues that this very idea, the power to lie, is the key that unlocks the entire study of signs, a field we call semiotics. So, this brings us to the core of his whole argument. He basically redefined what a sign is, and it all starts not with truth, but with the possibility of faking it. This is his most famous quote on the topic. And I know, at first glance, it sounds super cynical, doesn't it? But he's not trying to be a downer here. He's actually being incredibly precise about what makes something a sign in the first place. Okay, so here's how the logic breaks down. For something to be a sign, it has to stand for something else, right? We all have to agree that smoke means fire. Now, if you can make smoke without a fire to trick someone, you're still using that code. And here's the kicker. If a system can be used to lie, it must also be able to be used to tell the truth. So a sign is really just anything that can be used to tell something, whether it's true or not.
And once you start thinking this way, the world of signs just explodes. It's so much bigger than just words or traffic lights. It's everywhere.
Think about animal communication. You've got a bird that fakes a broken wing to lead a fox away from its nest. That bird is lying. It's using a sign, the broken wing display, to deceive, which proves that the signal has a shared meaning.
And of course, this applies to us too. You know, that forced smile when you're bored or puffing out your chest to look more confident than you feel? We're constantly using signs to signal our true feelings or to hide them.
And get this, it even works for something as abstract as music. Composers use certain chords and rhythms, these established patterns, to make us feel suspense or joy. They're playing with a code to make you feel something, regardless of what's actually happening. It even gets into the food we eat. A chef can use fancy plating and expensive-sounding ingredients as signs for gourmet. They're using a code of taste to tell you something is special, whether it, actually is or not. Oh, and fashion? This is a huge one. A power suit is a sign that's meant to communicate authority and competence. You can put one on to send that message even if you're feeling anything but powerful. It's even in the buildings all around us. A bank with those huge marble pillars isn't just holding up a roof. It's using an architectural code to scream, "We're stable, we're permanent, your money is safe." It's a message. Okay, so signs are everywhere. We get it. But how do all these different systems actually, function? How do they hook up a thing with a meaning? Well, Eco makes this really smart distinction. First, there's what he calls an S code. Think of this as the system or a menu of all the possible options, like all the notes on a piano or every color you could use for a flag. Then you have the code itself. The code is the rule book. It's a thing that says, okay, we're going to take this item from menu A and connect it to that item from menu B. He gives us this great little example from engineering with a dam. On the left, you've got one system, signals, made of light combinations. In the middle, another system, the meanings, like danger level. And on the right, a third system, the responses. The code is the actual rule in this table. It's the agreement that says, when you see signal AB, that means danger level, and that requires the response, dump the water. Simple as that. Now, here it is. This is the final mind-blowing leap. Eco says that this exact same logic, systems connected by rules, doesn't just apply to machines. It applies to the very fabric of human culture. Just picture a simple stone. Lying on the ground, it's just a rock. But the second a person looks at it and thinks, hey, I could use that as a hammer, it's not just a rock anymore. It's become a sign that stands for a function. You see this every single day at the store. An item on the shelf isn't just about what it does. That price tag turns it into a sign that represents its exchange value, what it's worth compared to other things. And it even shapes how we see our relationships. A role like wife or teacher or boss, it isn't just a label for a person. It's a signifier.
It points to a specific place within a massive, complex code of social duties, rights, and expectations.
So why does any of this matter? What's the point? Well, because understanding this, really getting it, gives you a kind of superpower. And here's the real takeaway. Once you start to see that our culture is just a giant system of codes, you can start to read it. You suddenly have the power to spot the invisible rules, the unspoken agreements that shape everything from what you buy to how you think about yourself. And that's the real gift of Umberto's ecos theory. It's more than just an academic idea. It's an invitation to be curious, to be critical. It lets you look under the hood of everyday life and ask, wait, why does this mean that? So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you can see the codes, what will you choose to question?